So, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, for joining in, and welcome to your own magic and power book reading session. And I'm so thankful for you to join on whatever time I post for weekends, especially because I am, we are doing it as volunteer thing, and sometimes we are really very occupied with a lot of other activities. So, we manage our time like this and thanks to recording that it's available कि बाद में सुन लें on really really thankful for the recording option so people can listen when they are not able to join. No problem. Thank you. Let's start reading. And yesterday we read about the PETs, the personal emotional trainers, which are the people in our life who are testing us, who are making us stronger by being there and by giving us, testing phases by doing something or by saying something, and which makes us even more stronger to choose love. No matter what, choose love. Yeah. And then we started reading the law of attraction is a sticky business. So, what does this mean? We also read in money chapter that love is sticking power. So, how it works? Like, whatever feeling you're giving to a situation, to a person, to money, to success, to promotion, to others' happiness, that thing, the good feeling, that thing sticks to you. So, whatever feeling you are giving to that thing sticks to you. I mean, if you're giving it in a positive way, then also it will stick to you. But if you are giving a negative feeling, then also it will stick to you. So this is what we read yesterday till here. Now we'll start reading from here. The law of attraction is responding to your feelings. Okay? Whatever you give, you receive. So if you stick a label on any person, circumstance, or event in life, you're sticking the label on you. And that's what you will receive. So how do you put labels? Say for example, you can say that, my boss is really very good, he's so good at managing things, and I like his way of managing people in his life. So when you say this, you are sticking that label of managing things to you. How? You will also attract that quality in yourself when you acknowledge, when you appreciate someone's quality of managing things. It could be to anything. It could be to the dressing sense. It could it could be to a quality of giving love, say for example, helping others, being kind. All these positive qualities, if we acknowledge more and more in our lives and we give good feelings to those, then we can attract that label on us. The label of anything. It could be negative also. It could be judging people. If you're talking about someone who judges people a lot, and then you are telling that, she always judges people, there is no use, that is also sticky. If you're talking about someone which is negative, that label will also come to you back. So, whatever you give, you receive. So, now you have to think about what you are giving in life, what you are talking about are have to be really conscious what we are talking about. Are we gossiping about people or are we appreciating them for good they are doing? Yeah, every person is doing good in their lives. Are we looking at that or are we looking at the negative side? So now this is fantastic news because it means you can stick everything you love and want to you by looking for the things you love in other people and saying yes to them with all your heart, right? So this is the good news, of course, when we know that if we will give good feelings to something good, then it will stick to us. Yeah, the world is your catalog, and when you understand the power of your love, it is the full-time job noticing everything you love in other people. But it's the easiest and best way to change your whole life. It beats struggle and suffering. All you have to do is notice the things you love in other people and turn away from the things you don't. So you don't give them any feeling. So, yes, we read this also yesterday and we are reading it again that whatever happens, we have to notice only the things that you love in other people. This is your job from today. You have to turn away from the things you don't love so you don't give them any feeling. Like I gave yesterday also example of, a person not being punctual. So you don't like that quality, just ignore that quality. Don't give that any feeling because if you give that feeling according to this stanza, you will also attract that quality in you. Okay? So when we are looking at the catalog of the world with the eyes of love, with the power of your love, you will notice only things that you love in other people. And then your struggle will end, your suffering will end. Because now you're so busy finding good qualities in the other people that you won't even see what you ever didn't like in another person. Okay? Anyone wants to say anything? Okay. Yeah. How easy is that? It takes a little effort in the starting to look for the things. Sometimes our mind also goes you know back to our state of only seeing the negative sometimes. It's because I would say that in few relationships you must have given a lot of complaints. When you have given a lot of complaints for a relationship, then you tend, because you have not completed your backlog of gratitude, so you tend to see again, even if you're writing, even if you're feeling, even if you're imagining, everything positive, 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 there would be times in a day when you will see negatives. So this is because your gratitude, your your debts of the old, backlogs are not yet over. You have to write over and over and over, so that you are just in a neutral position, because you have given a lot of complaints in the past, and one complaint is equal to 10 gratitudes. So even if you have given 100 complaints, have you written 1,000 gratitudes for that person? If not, then you're still on not on the zero, not on the zero level. You're still in the negative. So that is why it happens. And that is why it happens. It takes a lot of practice to be on to be on that level and bring your relationship to a positive phase, to a phase where your love will start growing. So it could be for some relations. I'm just giving you the example. Yeah. So taking the first footstep. So yeah, so I want to emphasize again here is that if you have not given any complaint for a relationship, say for example, you have never complained about your sister or your mother or your dad or your husband, your relationship would be flourishing right now because you have never ever complained. But it is very rare that you never complain, because it's our tendency to find faults in people and see what you want, and you're looking for something and you're not getting it because every person is different. So from now on, what we will do is we will only acknowledge the positives in the person, only acknowledge. The more you will acknowledge that quality, say for example, you just acknowledge a person's quality of being humorous. Yeah. Say for example, for making you laugh, someone makes you laugh, say for example your colleague or your friend, what will happen is, once you acknowledge, it will increase every day, and you will start noticing that every time you meet you're laughing, every time meet you're laughing, because you have acknowledged it and you're giving it a good feeling. So start, maybe if you want to test it, you can do this practice by only focusing on one quality, and then you see how it increases in your life. Okay, coming back, so taking the first footstep with a good thought, the second with a good word, And the third with the good deed. I entered paradise. Book of Edda, Viraf, Zoroastrian religious text. What it is saying here? Wow. So what is your first step? A good thought. First of all, we have to think good. We have to think positive thought. And then we have to say positive words. We have to speak positive. And third, with a good deed. That means our karma, our work, whatever we are doing, are we doing the good thing? So, thinking about someone's better health, then saying about someone's better health, that is affirmation that he is healthy, he's strong, he's amazing. And then with a good deed by giving love, by giving care, by, whatever. So, I entered paradise. So wow. So not only you have to do things good. So it's see, it's it's being. Being means thinking, doing good words, saying, continuously saying. So we are using our senses here. All our senses here, thinking and then saying and then listening and then doing. So all these will involve and then you will feel that heaven. You will feel that amazing feeling inside you. So this is how it is. So now, next, gossip is sticky too. Wow, it is sticky too. It's a very important topic that we normally do, and this is really very sticky means sticky also and dangerous also negative way. So gossip seems harmless on the surface, but it can cause a lot of negative things in people's lives. Gossip is not giving love. You can say that, I'm just talking about her. What is harm in that? I'm not harming her. I'm not going and saying on the face, but still you're bitching on the back. Gossip is what? Talking about someone, talking about a person who is not present, who is talking negatively also, and even whatever. Don't talk about any person. If you want to say positive, that is still okay. But try not to speak about someone who is not present in the situation. Like two people are talking, they're talking about a third person. It is called gossip, backbiting, saying something at the back. So, gossip is not giving love. Gossip is giving negativity, and that's exactly what you receive back. Gossip is not harmful to the person who is being spoken of. Gossip harms those gossiping. So, it is not harming the person whom you're talking about. Yeah, two people in their offices are talking about their boss, for example. So, it's not harming their boss at all. Gossip is harming those two people who are talking because what they are doing is they are not giving love. They are just giving negativity. They are giving negativity to each other. They are they are spreading negativity in the atmosphere of the office, what they are doing. So when they are giving negativity, what they will receive back, that is the same thing they will receive negativity. So when you're talking with a family member or a friend and they tell you about some negative thing that someone said or did, they are gossiping and they are giving out negativity. So when you're talking about someone who did something, said something, you're giving out negativity. As you listen to them, you are giving out negativity too because you are a feeling being and you can't hear negative things without your feelings dropping rapidly. When you talk with a work colleague at lunch and you both talk negatively about someone, you're gossiping and you're giving out negativity. You can't talk about or hear negativity and have good feelings. So even if you're listening, the other person is saying, even if you're listening, you are also giving out negativity. Because when you listen to someone's gossip, you will definitely, your feelings will drop. Yeah, obviously, when you think about, talking, people talking about someone, and you think that that's negative, your feeling will drop, and then you're also giving out negativity. So you can't talk or hear negativity and have good feelings. So our prime motto is to have good feelings. So when we are in a gossip zone and we are talking about someone, we are not having good feelings. So we are not giving love. That's all. We are not giving love. This is not the right thing to do. So, to put it frankly, we need to be mindful of not sticking our nose in other people's business because their business will get stuck on our nose. Wow. So, we don't have to stick our nose in other people's business. That means whatever the people are doing, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to discuss about it. We don't have to do, because then what will happen? Whatever negativity you're talking about their business, it will stick to you. Unless you want it in your life, turn away from it without feeling anything. Say people are talking about someone's business that they are earning money by different means and that is not the right thing to do. Whatever you are talking, you are attracting it towards you. So unless you want things to be in your life like the way they are talking or like the way they are doing, the people you're talking about, don't give any feeling. It could be like, say for example, you are, I mean the negative thing I'm saying, that someone is, earning money with a different way. Say they are cheating or they are not doing the right thing, and you're discussing about it. What you're attracting. Think about it, what you're attracting in your lives. You're also attracting in your life some cheatings. So whenever you are giving a feeling, you have to know that this is a good feeling or a bad feeling. Always know. Okay? So you will not only be doing yourself a favor, but you will also be doing the other people a favor who don't realize the negative effect gossip can have on their lives. So when you are not giving any feeling to these kind of gossips, you are also helping the other people who is trying to give you, who is trying to gossip with you, who is trying to talk with you about someone else, and in that way you're also helping them by not listening to them. And you can also help them because they don't know what effect they can have in their lives by gossiping about other people. They are also attracting negativity in their lives. So you're not only helping yourself, but you're also helping others by not listening to any gossips and changing the topic at that particular point and just discussing something else. Yeah. So if you find yourself gossiping or listening to gossip, stop mid sentence and say, "But I'm so grateful that," and finish that sentence with something good about the person being gossiped about. So, this is your lifeline here. If you think that someone else is talking about someone and you still don't want to gossip, and you just stop yourself and say, for example, someone is talking about your boss and someone is saying that your boss is he's like that, he always micromanages, he thinks that, looks at things like this, and I don't like it, he's very mean, all that people are talking. And then suddenly you realize that this is gossip, and then you say, no, but I'm so grateful for him that he always takes care of his employees. It is so good that he's so honest to the company. He's giving good value to the company. And then, take yourself out of that negativity. So if a man speaks or acts with an evil thought, pain follows him. Okay? If a man speaks or acts with a pure thought, happiness follows him like a shadow that never leaves him. These are the words by Gautam Buddha, founder of Buddhism. So, what he's saying, If you have an evil thought and you're acting like that, you're a negative person, you want to take revenge from the other person for something they have done, what will happen? It will give you only pain. Revenge, feelings of envy, feelings of, fighting with someone always gives you pain because it's an evil feeling. It's a bad thought, bad feeling that you are transferring to the other person. Okay? I mean, these are not the right things to do. Like revenge, just forgive him. When you forgive him, your pain just disappears. It's tough sometimes to forgive, but when you keep on thinking about how this forgiveness can bring your life to the upper level, your heart to feel so light, so kind, so amazing that you will think, okay, let it go. Let it go. I remember, even if when I was not reading this book, I remember this sentence: when you forgive someone, you are free. You are free of your, you know, burdens on your heart. And you feel so free from your heart and you feel so happy. I had a fight with my roommate very, very long back ago. And for 2 months, we were not talking. And every day when we were not talking, I was giving bad feelings to her and she was giving bad feelings to me for whatever happened. Yeah, and then I was feeling so burdened. Every day I was not feeling good because every morning I had to, be with her in and around my house. I was so frustrated. And then I remember this sentence that if you forgive someone, then you are happy. It's your burden which goes away. And then suddenly I thought, okay, whatever happened has happened. I just forgive her for whatever she has done. I'm fine. And then I spoke to her. I said, okay, let it be. Let's be normal again. I am fine. And then she also changed. I also changed. Everything was so light, so good in our house that we felt like, amazing. We felt like friends again just by dropping that burden which I was carrying from 2 months. It was so light. So it happens. When you forgive someone, you are lighter. Your pain disappears. But if you are thinking again and again with an evil thought and acting like that, your pain will always be there. So if a man speaks or acts with a pure heart, happiness follows him. What is a pure thought and pure heart? By being kind, by giving good feelings to others, by thinking of others' perspective as well, not only yours. Yeah. So yes, and then like shadow that never leaves him. Shadow means evil thought, pain will be the shadow, and pure thought, happiness will be the shadow. Okay. So your reaction chooses it. Your reaction chooses it. Whatever happens in your life is based on how you are reacting to situations. So life is presenting every person and circumstance to you. So you can choose what you love and what you don't love. When you react to anything, you're reacting with your feelings. And as you do, you're choosing it. Your reaction, whether good or bad, sticks to you, and in effect, you are saying you want more of it. And so it's important to watch how you react in your relationships because when you react with good or bad feelings, they are the feelings you're giving, and you will receive more of the same circumstances to make you feel that way. Are you getting it? Are you getting what I just read?
Yes, yes, I am.
Yeah, okay. So thank you, Sissy, for responding. So, yes, whatever situation is, the way you are reacting, the way is whatever your reaction is, because in every situation, there would be two reactions. One, a positive reaction, one, a negative reaction. For every situation in your life, there could be two reactions. So if you are giving a good reaction, it will stick to you. And and then your law of attraction will know that this is what you want in your life. Say for example, the very, very simple example of a glass, which is half full or half empty. So what you are saying, if it is, you are saying, oh my God, my glass is always half empty. Or are you always saying that my glass is full, half full? So it depends how you look at situations, how you react to situations. Say, say for example, your partner gives you a nice gift, and you say, oh, I don't like this watch at all. I always wanted this one, and you brought. This is your reaction to what you are receiving. Yeah. So are you happy about it or are you disappointed about it? So when whatever reaction you give to a situation, it will it will come to you again and again, again and again. You miss your bus and you say, "Oh God, I always miss my bus. I'm so it's so irritating. I'm getting late." And then the more things will happen to you and you will miss your bus frequently then. It happens. So it's your reaction that decides what happens to you. Okay. So I will tell you what happened with me few days ago. It was an early morning and we had something in the morning. See, we are reading books, we are doing everything. And in the morning I found a mouse in my kitchen. I was so irritated with that feeling of having a mouse in my kitchen. I was not feeling good the whole time. And then there was a sequence of events which happened till I reached office. I didn't get my bus on time. I could and then even if I got it, I was stuck in the jam. And then in the jam also I was getting irritated that I'm getting late. And then the bus stopped in the middle of the road and he said that I can't go further. Then I had to walk to office. And when I was walking, I was realizing what has happened in the morning since morning. I was giving a bad reaction to mouse being found in my kitchen. And then I was running late. I was rushing. I was giving bad feeling to bus being missed. And then I was, whatever happened, it was all a chain reaction, which was bringing more and more negative things in that morning. So when I was walking, I started counting all the good things that happened since morning. So I thanked universe that I could write my blessings. I thanked universe that I dropped my kids to school on time. And then I thanked universe that bus at least dropped me till a certain point from where I can still walk. It's not that far away that I cannot think of walking. So I was just thanking. And then I started my day. When I reached office, it was too late, but it's okay. Then I stopped myself being peaceful. So this is how we react to situations. And now I take care that morning always goes, in a good feeling. How I am reacting to things is very, very important. So yes, negativity also follows you. So yes, if a person says or does something, okay, and you find yourself feeling upset, offended, or angry, do your best to change the negative reaction right away. Simply being aware that you have reacted negatively takes the power out of the negative feelings immediately and can even stop them. Yeah? Say someone said something to you and you started to react in a negative way. And then you realize that this is not the right thing to do. Even if you are realizing that I'm not giving love, or I'm not reacting in the right way, can also cut off the negative feelings and can even stop them. So we have to be really conscious what we are saying, what we are thinking, how we are reacting. So when we are conscious, we know. We know, and then negative feelings know that you have to kick them out. So even when you simply being aware that you have reacted negatively takes the power out of the negative feelings immediately and can even stop them. But if you feel as though negative feelings have a grip on you, it is best to walk away and spend a couple of minutes looking for the things you love, one after the other, until you feel much better. You can use anything you love to make you feel better, like listening to your favorite music, imagining the things you love, or doing something you love. You can also think about the things you love in the person who upset you. This might be challenging, but if you can do it, it's the fastest way to feel better. It's always the fastest way to become the master of your feelings. So, everyone clear with this? We have talked about it a lot, many times about the mood shifters. So, this is something which she's talking about the mood shifter thing when there is a argument or there's someone makes you upset or someone says something and you are not liking it and your feelings are dropping, or you are actually not even saying anything but still thinking negative about whatever the person has said to you. Is it clear how you have to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what you have to do in these kind of situations. And I think most of you are still practicing it also. The old practitioners, can you please tell me, have you practiced it and have you felt something different?
Yes, it is a wonderful thing when we practice mood shifters. We have
Yeah.
to come out of the situation which we are facing, like having some quarrel with somebody or some misunderstanding or whatever. Huh?
Mm,
You the mood shifters means it's just a magical thing.
yes.
Quickly come out of that
It
situation.
works wonders.
Mm.
Just going away from that situation for a couple of minutes and just feeling good. Maybe you can
Mm.
go for a walk and listen to your music. And when you go back home, everything is normal.
You know what happens whenever such I face such situation. I just get up from that place and just start moving out. And my
Yeah.
husband says, "Just don't move from here. Sit here only. You don't have this place." And at that time, he understands that she wants to shift this topic, move away
Yeah,
from
yeah. Wow. So now our practice is so amazing that our family members have known it and they also recognize and acknowledge. So when you have filled yourself up, your gratitude, your feelings will overflow, and your family members will also start acknowledging what you're doing, and things will happen in that way. Wow. Wow. So let's read this and then we will stop. So you can become the master of your feelings. How? By always checking yourself whether you are below the line or above the line. Above the line. Yeah. So when you are below the line, you have to use your port shifters to be above the line. So a man who is master of himself can end a sorrow as he can invent a pleasure. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. Oscar Wilde, author and poet. So, what he's saying, I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. Like I don't want my remote control of my emotions empower me, power myself, like what should I say, overpower me. That means you're just flowing away with how you are feeling. No, you have to be conscious and make yourself feel better always, always. Because only when you are aware, only when you are feeling good, you can invent a better life. You can have a future which is full of enjoyment, full of joy. Because when you are in that zone, then only you can attract. This is what we have learned, yeah? The feelings what we are having right now, we will attract those circumstances in our life. So when we know we have to be happy to attract happiness, Why can't we take that control in our hands and be like this? Giving the remote control of your feelings to someone else. Someone says something to you and you're upset. Someone says something good to you, you're happy. This is a remote control you have given to others. You have to take that control in your hands and be happy whatever happens. It's your reaction which decides whether you will be happy or sad. Okay, so we'll stop here and we'll start reading from next tomorrow. Okay. So how was it? It was clear chapter, whatever we have read today.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's do gratitude then. Thank you, universe, for beautiful and amazing life. Thank you for the morning sunrise. Thank you for the air that we breathe, that is giving us oxygen and life every single minute. Thank you to Mother Earth for feeding us, for giving us an amazing life. Amazing, amazing, feeding us, taking our weight every day, and giving us a fulfilled life. Thank you, sky. Thank you, stars. Thank you, moon, for being there and giving us positive energy. Thank you to the food in my kitchen. Thank you to all the money I have received in my life. Thank you for my furniture, TV, fridge, washing machine, appliances, everything which is making my life easier every day. Thank you for my hands, for my mouth, for my skin, for my eyes, for my ears, for all the body parts working perfectly fine. Thank you for my heart, for giving me feelings, for keeping me alive. Thank you, Rhonda Byrne, for writing this amazing book for us. Thank you, everyone, for being in this beautiful journey. Thank you, Zoom. Thank you, Internet. Thank you to my headphones. Thank you to my laptop. Everything present here, which